Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. We're your hosts.
I am Dayna Peretta.
And I am Brimstone. I heard you get the little on there, so I had to go with it. There you go. It's like that old thing. My mother used to do it all the time. That's what it reminds me of. It's did you ever hear of the old commercial for Rolling Reiter?
No.
You might be a little young for it. But it was when I was a young kid. The commercial used to come on all the time, and my mother used to love the commercial, and she would always say Rolling Reiter because it was her pen, the Rolling Reiter pen. Anyway, just a little tidbit. There's a little fun tidbit. Anyway, welcome. We're here another week. It's going to be another awesome show.
It always is, isn't it?
You're smiling, but half smiling, and now I feel bad.
Why do you feel bad?
I want a full big stare. The big smile. I like the big smile. That makes me happy.
I just don't want to get lipstick on my teeth. That's all. It has nothing to do with you being funny. If I get too big, I get lipstick on my teeth.
Oh my God. Well, that could be fun. Then I can call you like Aunt Marcia or something.
Yeah.
I actually do have an Aunt Marcia who always had lipstick on her teeth. So, hopefully none of my cousins hear that. There's a lot of them. But yeah, every time I'd seen her, she used to have like lipstick on her teeth. But so it's
times have changed hopefully a little bit, but back then the lipstick definitely got on your teeth like all the time. I always had to look at people and be like, "Light your teeth."
Yeah. That whole thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I have never had lipstick on my teeth. I can tell you that.
Really?
Well, because I don't.
Not even
lipstick.
if Danielle was like wearing lipstick and kissed you, you never like bit her lip or something?
No, not on my teeth. No.
Okay.
No,
all right.
No.
I was going for something there, but I guess not.
No. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, but I don't think so. I don't ever remember it. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
There's a lot of lipstick now that won't even smear off.
I know.
It's like, how long does that stuff last?
I mean, they have like up to 12 hours of ones that it doesn't look good though. It's very misleading because they're like, oh, this lipstick will last for 12 hours, but they don't tell you that it like wears off in certain areas. It looks crackly, it dries up, whatever it is. Doesn't look great. I personally don't love them.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Yeah.
That's not nice, Scuba Steve.
Yeah.
What do you call it? So we've got some fun ones for the day. Would you like to get started on them?
I would. What would you do if one of these times I was like, fuck no, I don't want to fuck these secrets?
I'd be so upset. I'd be so upset. I look forward to this. I was just gonna say you look so nice and delightful in your blue sweater. It's very cute and festive, even though it's not like any kind of holiday or anything, but
I like it too.
Nice.
It brings out my eyes.
It does. See, what do you call it? If it was the same, but it's a beautiful color. If you did red, lands right around Valentine's Day, doesn't it?
It does. Yes. Maybe I'll have to do red next week.
Yes. Next week, it would be the right one. I think. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I don't know. I got to figure out the days. I'm not
good with the days. And then I'm like, oh, well, I'll do it next time. And then I'm like, oh, no. That's past Valentine's Day. Wait.
There we go. All right. So please proceed, man.
Numero uno on the Dirty Little Secrets Club says, I'm a 25-year-old male. I know how you guys always want more information. LOL. We do. Thank you for that. We like the meat.
You nasty. You nasty, girl. All right, go ahead.
Well, I wound up having a really wild threesome with two of my coworkers. One is a male who is 42 and a female who is 31. Oh, and this guy's 25. Interesting.
Very interesting.
It was incredible. Now she's actually pregnant with her husband's baby. At least we think it's his.
No. What?
Oh.
Ouch. Oh my God. Well, first of all, I mean, I guess having a sword fight to be is very interesting to begin with. I would never be. I yeah, that's not. I don't think I
Well,
could do
there's a
that.
sword fight, and they didn't even realize that she had a 3rd sword hanging on the wall at home.
Well, they probably knew. They just didn't care.
They just didn't give a shit.
Oofa, oofa. Can you imagine? Oy, oy, oy. Why does the kid look a little bit like Lenny from your office? Oh,
Uh,
Jesus Christ.
hopefully a person doesn't go straight for that. Like, I mean, my kids, Joss and Jonah, came out looking exactly like they were Pereiras from the start. They looked exactly like Joe. But if
uh
they came out looking any different, I don't think that his first thought would be, they look nothing like me.
no, no, not especially not when they first come out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
When
You
they look
can't
like
tell when they first come
little
out.
alien old men.
I mean, unless they're a completely different shade than they're supposed to be. I don't think that they would be, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
I mean, even then, you can't guarantee. There's a lot of people that have different genes and things that go into making a baby.
that's true. That is
Yeah.
very true, especially nowadays. I will
Yeah.
give you that one, Miss Pereira. I will give you that one.
Thank you. I will
You
take
may
that
have
one.
there we go. Point for you. Point for you, sweetheart. You're all there. You go. You got a point. A gold star. There you go. Wow. First of all, there's so many crazy things with this. I'm gonna let you go first because I can't.
See, I have questions. One, how did this come about? Were you all just like flirting in the office, or was it like office Christmas party? Everybody got a little too drunk. One thing leads to another. All of a sudden, you're having a threesome with a married woman. I mean, that so many questions. I am so interested in the origin story of how this started.
Yeah. Also, I mean, did you guys ride the train? Meaning, where while one was in her, was one in him. You know what I mean?
One in the front, one in the back.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm very curious. I no, it might have. I mean, he apparently knows a lot about these other people. Maybe one of them was a little. Maybe they were both a little both ways. I don't know. Maybe
Maybe.
they both look both ways. That's a little bisexual, right? Is that what we call it?
That's what that is.
That's what we
Yeah.
call it nowadays. The bisexualities.
And are we concerned at all about a baby potentially being yours? Or are we just saying, you know what? It might be ours, don't know. But we're just gonna let the husband think that it's his.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that they don't want it to be theirs.
Probably
And
not.
probably not. And I think that what do you call it? If they were both dumping the Bisquick in her, and she just wound up putting out a baby, that around the right timeline. It could go any which way. It could go
They
like
also could have used protection. Maybe they're not that concerned about it because they wore condoms.
but it blatantly says at least we think it's his. You know
At
what I'm
least,
saying?
yeah. So like,
Mm,
uh, maybe they used protection, and so they're like, we're not that worried about it. We think it's probably his because we use protection.
yeah. But if they're getting at it like this, you don't think that they're all raw dogging it? You don't think that's what's going on?
I have
This sounds like
no
a really
idea.
raunchy group of people. No
It does
offense.
say it was a wild threesome, so
Yeah. Um, I feel like there was, they were pretending they were Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader were there. Oh, please take the Force, Luke. Oh, yes. Oh, wait, hold on, but she is my sister. Oh no, I
imagine
just
their wild threesome was she was just sitting on the bed watching them too.
that could be interesting. Maybe she was playing shake weights with them at the same time.
Maybe.
Ah,
Avery.
Don't ever let nobody look at that video of me just doing that. That was not
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, do it again.
No,
I'm gonna take a
no,
screenshot.
no. Nah, there you lose your star. You lose your gold star, lady. You still
I
keep
knew
your
it was
point.
coming eventually. I couldn't hang on to it forever.
You still keep your point. You just lose the gold star. That's
Okay,
all.
fair enough.
I I think look, the thing that bothers me about the whole thing is about the kid, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
that's a little you know.
I see, I thought you would be bothered by the marriage thing.
That too, but the kid thing is much worse. You know what I'm saying? Like
That is a little baby innocent life that, has nothing to do with a wild threesome, hopefully,
yeah,
hopefully.
and but you see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
yeah, the marriage thing is awful, but the baby not knowing if it's the actual husband's or not,
I bet you
that's it.
she knows.
I don't know.
I
She
think she
might know.
probably knows.
She might.
Yeah.
Is you is or is you ain't the daddy.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, because the other thing is she's probably keeping track. Like, I know when, well, I like to say I know whenever my period's coming and stuff like that.
yeah.
So even if it was, like, within 2 weeks, she could be like, "Oh, no, 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 it's this," you know?
Right,
If
right,
it
right,
was
right, right.
within a day or 3, then we got a little we're like, "Ooh, it's a little we don't really know." But
Yeah, she got a little crunk, got a lot of spunk, and we don't know what happened.
got
Unless
a
they took
little
the dump in the
crunk.
trunk. I mean, if they took the dump in the trunk, then nothing's gonna happen in the front. But you never
Uh-huh.
know. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? There we go.
Mhm.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Take it in the ass.
T
I don't know. I just went there. I lose
Protect
gold. Wait,
yourself, take it in the ass.
I didn't have a gold star to begin with. Now I'm negative gold
Now you're
star.
negative
There we
stars.
go. We need to implement the gold star system into Dirty Little Secrets Club. I think that is apropos.
Yeah, and then by that, we mean you need to rate us 5 stars on
There
Apple.
we go. Well played, young lady. Well
Thank you,
played.
thank you.
All right. Should we move on to the next?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. When I was around 8 years old, I'm pretty sure that I ruined my parents' marriage. I remember finding a condom unused in our old minivan. I didn't know any better, so I played with it. Gross, I know. When I was done, I tossed it in the trash. Fast forward a short time later, my father came home from work and started dragging the trash cans to the road. As he closes the lid, he notices the condom, and you can guess where it goes from there. I didn't learn that was the reason for the divorce until I was about 16 or 17.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
Wow. Ouch. Can
Oh,
you
shit.
imagine? Like, first of all, like, I mean, I guess she was saying no, 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 and he was like, bullshit. I found this bullshit. I don't know. That's pretty wild.
So, I mean, my question would be, like, if you found a condom in the van, like, it still sounds like something might have been going on. She might not be completely innocent in this matter because, I mean, you just find I don't have condoms just laying around in my car, you know?
This is true. This is true. Unless, I mean, unless they used them and you know it was just there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, but
You
I don't
know,
know a lot of married people that use condoms.
well, they do.
Really?
You know, yeah, yeah, they
Mm,
do. They
I
shouldn't,
do
but
not.
they do. She's like, wee. I agree. They should not, but you know, a lot of people do. You know, but
Yeah.
you know, or at least some people do. But at the end of the day, yeah, no, I completely feel you on that. I think that I agree. Something shady could have been going on.
Mhm.
But it also could have been maybe they had it and it was there. Maybe it was under receipt. They didn't know and it dropped out of like a bag at one point, or
Yeah.
when they were going away for a vacation. Who knows? Who knows?
Right.
We don't know the situation. That was also however many years earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh
so
my
I
god,
don't know.
imagine the guilt as a 16 or 17-year-old
Oh yeah.
finding out that that was the reason.
And do you
Oh, that
do
therapy
you say
bill,
it?
it's
Oh
massive.
yeah. And do you say it? Do you actually say that was me? Like that was I found that type of a thing?
I found
Like
it, I opened it, I played with it, I threw it in the trash.
right.
Ooh, I don't know. I think at 16 or 17 years old, you probably are just like, "Oh, I don't wanna get in trouble for this. I'm just gonna clam
Mm.
up and not say a damn thing. I'll pay for this in therapy later."
Oof.
Like, ooh, that that is
Oof.
rough. So
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah, that is that is crazy. I feel for the kid. I really feel for the kid. Um I actually feel for the parents too, because if nothing was going on, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
really sucky thing.
Dude, if I found a condom in my husband's car, I I wouldn't even tell him. I would be at the courthouse filing for divorce. And,
Okay.
like, I'm so fucking fast.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, you do have two sons, well, older sons, you know
They
what I
do
mean?
not drive his car.
Well, never.
Never. Are
Okay,
you
fair
kidding me?
enough.
They are
Fair
not on
enough.
the insurance, so they are not allowed to because, I mean, my husband bought himself his dream car,
Right, right.
like, I don't know, 8 months ago or so, and
It's
so
a beautiful car.
it's a beautiful car, and he's the
It's a big
one
truck.
that yeah, he's the only one that drives, that car, so I just he wouldn't even be able to make an excuse. He would have to tell me like, I don't know, like his friend got in the car and it must have fell out of his pocket or something like that. And even then I would be like, bullshit.
Bullshit, you have no friends, you
You
selfish
have no
asshole.
friends. I know you better than
Ugh.
that.
You lying son of a bitch. You have no friends. Fuck you. We're going to court. That's
Yeah.
messed up.
Yeah. There wouldn't even be court. It would just be like, all right, it's done. It's done.
Oh, Joe, you better be careful, bro.
You
You
know
better
what? I
not.
think the same
You
for him
better
though. I
not.
think that if he found a condom in my car, he'd be like, "Oh no, 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 no. Fuck that. Fuck that."
Exactly. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's craziness. I agree. I'm with you. I am with you. That's
So I would
if
love
I
to know from this
if
guy.
I
Yeah. How old are you now?
yeah.
Do you plan on ever telling a parent? And
Mm.
how much have you racked up in therapy bills? Those are my 3 questions.
That's so freaking crazy. Meanwhile, I mean, is it was it a guy or a girl who sent this in? You that's a
Oh,
you know what I mean? I think a female would probably have more guilt about that than a male.
maybe.
You know what I mean? I
Trying
think
to
it's
think, would
awful
I
either any
have
which way you
opened
slice it.
up a I probably would have opened up a condom whenever I was 8 years old.
I would have
I
thought it was either
probably would have.
bubble gum or a balloon.
Yeah, I would have been like, "What the fuck is this?"
Hmm, it's a little chewy.
Yeah.
Is it a hat? What the heck
Oh,
is
yeah,
this?
what the fuck is this?
Is this galoshes? Where's the other one? I need a second one.
Yeah.
I
No.
don't know.
I definitely would have opened one up though, I think, for sure.
Yeah, I could see doing that as a
Totally.
little one. What's this? Wow!
Uh-huh.
I can look through it. It makes a little
Y
spectacle
yeah.
around my eye.
Like, pop a few holes in it, put it back.
Oh, ouch. Ouch. I think you'd be a little bit older when you did that one. You'd know
Uh,
what you were doing at that point.
yeah, for
Fuck
sure,
you.
for sure.
Fuck you. You didn't want to give me any brothers and sisters. No, I'm just kidding. You got more than enough of those.
Ton of them. Yes, for sure.
Okay, so do you want to move forward?
Sure.
Okay, it's all you.
Oh, this is another kid one. I was 12 and my parents had been working day and night to get their startup business off the ground. After months of spending my afternoons alone, I got really bored and wound up ransacking their home office. I Oh my gosh, I broke windows and a lamp, tore the legs off a chair. Then I got really ballsy and literally pulled every file from the file cabinets and tossed them around the room like confetti.
Oh, jeez.
After my personal party, I called my mother and told her I'd just walked in from school and found the place burglarized. They
Oh my
never
god.
found out the truth.
Oh, I would kill this kid. Oh my god.
I love that he's like, "I got really bored." Friend, you were not bored. You were pissed that you've been alone for so long.
Wow. Like seriously. Wow. Can you
Yeah.
imagine coming in and into the house and all of your files like were just all over the place and shredded and windows broken and like how that how at 12 did you freaking rip the legs off of a chair?
Hey, you know what? I've seen some big 12-year-olds. It could happen.
This is true. This is true. Or did you do it like Rockstar style and just take the freaking chair and throw it at the window? Is that how the window broke and then the legs popped off?
How hilarious would it have been if their startup business was like a private detective thing and then they just have like files all over the
But they if it was a private detective thing and but they actually found they were able to figure it out right away.
that it
Oh,
was the kid?
this wasn't some break-in. This was you.
Mm-mm. I
This
said,
was you, little man.
your fingerprints are all over this. I got my
You're
magnifying
fucked.
glass, got my little fingerprint set.
Wow. How old? I want to know how old this person is now. Like, how long ago was this?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like after there, at a certain point in time, there was what do you call it? There, there were cameras. People had cameras. Not everybody had cameras, I guess. I mean, like I have cameras. I've had them for quite some years now, but it's not it. I guess not everybody had or felt that they needed cameras.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's
I'm
crazy.
going to assume there were no well, if they haven't found out about it, there clearly were no cameras at
Oh
this
no,
point.
no, unless they felt bad and they never said anything to the kid.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look that way. It looks
Yeah,
like
there's gotta be some well, hopefully there's some parent guilt leaving. So were you a latchkey kid?
not really. My mother worked until I needed to come home, and then what do you call it? She would be home when I came home. When I got to a certain age, then I had my key. But what do you
Yeah.
call it? At that point I wasn't getting home till later anyway because I went at that point I was in private school and with the bus and everything since my private school wasn't like a local school,
Yeah.
getting home on the bus would take an extra
Took some
hour.
time.
Yeah, so I would get home maybe 3:30. Well, if school ended like 2:33 or 3:30, I'd get home at like 4:30. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and by that point she was doing real estate, so she would be able to be home for me anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, before that, she used to do because my parents were divorced. My father was in another county. And what do you call it? So when I was younger, my mother used to she used to work as a secretary. Because before I was in school or when I was off from school, I would go with her to work.
Mhm.
Which is funny because we that's where I first was exposed to like radio, like Howard Stern and Don Imus in the morning, and that's where I go back to all that Soupy Sales, you know what I mean? All
Yeah.
those crazy characters and you know that's where I fell in love with radio, to be completely honest. And my mother used to love those shows and love those characters. But what do you call it? She would always work until, like I said, the time that I would be getting off from school.
Yeah.
And the boss was always cool with it. And she worked there until I think he got sick and he was closing down the office. It was an attorney's office, I'm pretty sure. And then she went into real estate. And then after that, she was home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I
you
was
were a latchkey
definitely a
kid?
latchkey kid. Me and my sister both, we would come home after school, and being a latchkey kid meant that we went bonkers. Like
Mm.
we would come home, we had like a candy drawer that we would just open and ransack because my mom wasn't there. I'd be shoving ice cream and candy down my throat. I chased my sister around the house with a butcher knife on several occasions. If her and I like
What?
into a fight, oh my God,
No.
we would beat the ever living shit out of each other,
The
chase
one
each
you
other
joined
with
batting with?
knives. Yeah, me and Jess. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. You
It
have
was
two
her.
sisters and two brothers or three brothers?
No, I have 4 sisters.
Four sisters.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I have uh Andrea,
Okay.
Krista,
Okay.
Brittany, and Jess.
Jess
Those are
is
my
on
sisters.
batting.
Yeah.
Krista's the one who's friends with the dance mom,
No,
right?
that's Brittany.
Brittany's the one with the dance mom. Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then
The other
Krista
two are
and
you don't
Andrea, they're in Pittsburgh.
okay. Okay.
And
And
then
then one brother or two brothers?
I have 3 brothers.
So I
I
was
have
right. I was right on the brothers.
yeah, I have Scotty, Phil, and Brandon are my brothers.
Wow. And
Yeah.
some of them are full, some of them are half or step.
Yeah, so my only full sibling is Jess, the girl that I do on batting with.
Okay.
She's my only full one. Everybody else, all of the rest are half except for one who is my step.
Okay. Okay. It makes okay. Because we talk about the two girls. I don't think we've ever spoken about the other two girls. No offense,
Well,
ladies.
yeah,
No
no,
offense if
no,
you
no.
listen. No offense.
Andrea is like 16 years older than me.
Okay.
And then Krista is, I think, 4 years younger than me.
Okay.
Um, and I mean, it's kind of a bummer, but I don't see her that often or talk to
Yeah.
her that often.
Yeah.
Um, which when her and I used to be real close in high school, but then whenever I moved out west, I just don't see her all that often unless it's through Facebook, or if I go
Gotcha.
home occasionally, I see her.
Yeah. My mother and my father, I'm the only child. And then my father remarried my stepmother. So I have a half brother, David. What do you call them? My stepsister, Lori, and my stepbrother, Bruce. And Bruce is, again, like you said, like 15, 16 years older than me.
Yeah,
Laurie is just a few years older than me, and David is younger than me. He's
yeah.
so what do you call it? I think he's
Which one did
around
I meet?
40 now. You met Bruce. You
Okay.
met Bruce. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. You met Bruce.
Yeah.
And Bruce and I really don't talk often, or we didn't talk often. And we hadn't spoken for quite some time. We had a spat, and that's over with now. But what do you call it? Yeah, yeah. So I don't really. I'm always busy. Like
Yeah,
you. We're
yeah.
we're busy. So like yeah, love my family. But I consider you my sister. You know what I mean? And like Kim from Grindhouse, my sister, and
Yeah.
so like that's more of my, like it
I
might not
think
be
that's
blood, but
fine. Like
it's,
I think that I mean I have best friends that I don't talk to for 5 months, and then
right.
and then you see them and there's nothing, there's no love lost. And I think
Yeah,
that's the same with like my brother Brandon. I fucking love him so so much. I probably talk to him 3 4 times a year.
right.
But he's like one of my favorite people on earth. It's just that, it's we talk better
Busy.
when we're in person.
Exactly. There you go. What do you call it? Now everybody knows our family lives. It's okay. What do you call it? Let us do you want to move to the next one
Sure.
here? Okay.
Yeah.
So by the way, just going back to this last one for 1 second. You at a later age now should go and replace that whole fucking office. Like, that was fucked up. You should make sure that's handled right quick, because
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
I'm
That's
sure
fucked
they've
up.
taken care of it by now.
Well, you should take him out to a nice dinner. Bring him to a nice steakhouse or something.
Depends on how much
Um,
trauma he went through as a child. Eh,
yeah, that's true.
maybe
Yeah, they could do
maybe they
that.
deserved it.
Was it warranted? Was it warranted? Or is that the same family that they found the condiment?
Ooh.
Oh,
Mhm.
mm. Or
Twofer.
is he the kid from the first one? Oh, we don't
Oh,
know.
we like to tie these together.
Always. Okay, so here's the last one. All right, here we go. The next writer says, when I was in my early 20s, I was in a very abusive relationship. When we would go anywhere, usually the places he would want to go, I had to pay. He'd get pissed off if I didn't have any money. I would sadly take money out of my grandma's savings box every time I saw her so I wouldn't get in trouble when he'd make me go out. Oh my God. She passed away and never mentioned the missing money, but I think she knew and didn't say anything about it. Ouch. That is so
Hmm.
sad, and in every which direction
I
is sad.
know.
Did Granny know and not say anything?
I think Granny knew and didn't give a shit. If I mean, grandmas are smart. They see relationships. She probably saw that you were in a shitty relationship and didn't want to make things worse for you and was just like, "You know what? If that is what helps you at this moment, then great." Although I do think it is enabling and probably should have hid that money box so that you couldn't keep enabling somebody to proceed in a terrible relationship.
I absolutely agree with you on that. I think that it is crazy. I mean, maybe because I as a person am like, I'd like to believe I'm loving and caring. I care about the person I'm with. I care about my friends. I care about my family.
Mhm.
Can I be a dick every once in a while? Sure. But, like at the end of the day, I'm not an abusive type of a person.
Yeah.
And, for somebody to go through something like that,
Ugh.
in general, I don't appreciate it. It pisses me off. You know how I feel about that stuff. But I
Mhm.
also don't understand how somebody couldn't stay in that situation. And again, I understand when people are in it and it's tough to get out. I get it. I understand it, but I guess I don't. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of like, how can you not, especially if you're not married or living with the person. I mean, maybe she was living, I don't know, at 20
There are
something.
so many types of abuse and manipulation, and a lot of it stems from childhood, your environment. I mean, there are so many things that go into why people stay in
Yeah.
relationships like that. I have been in a part of a relationship that was not great and stayed for a long time. Um, my personal experience was I had terrible self-esteem. I didn't think that I was worth anything. There was a lot of manipulation and gaslighting and, like there's so much that goes into it. And when you don't have self-worth, it's easy to stay in relationships like that because you
Mm.
have somebody and then you think that you'll never find somebody else because they're the ones that put up with all of your stupid shit. You think that,
Mm.
like, there's just so many reasons. So
Oh,
bummer
yeah.
that you were in that I hope that you're out of it now.
Look, if they're writing in, I gotta believe that they are out of it at this point. But like, I just can't fathom anybody staying in something like that, especially for as long, like, and to go as far as stealing from your family members in order to, you know what I mean, to provide for that person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, I guess I'm not in that type of situation. I've never been in that situation. Wouldn't want to be in that situation. If one of my kids was in that situation and came to me, I would handle that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? I don't get it.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
unfortunately
appreciate.
do. So,
No, no.
I have a lot of empathy for somebody that might find themselves, especially it says when I was in my early 20s. That is such a sensitive age,
Mm,
where you're still trying to discover who you are,
right.
and but you're an adult, so you think that you can handle everything, and you're actually you're like an adult child basically at that point. But you're supposed to be, like, feeling like you're a big girl, and then also you haven't quite discovered who you are. It's such a hard age. Your 20s are fucking hard, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
Really
they are.
hard.
They're hard for everybody, but I guess
Yeah.
for women a lot more. And coming into your own, and womanhood. And yeah, I get it. I do get
Yeah.
it. I do get it. Again, remember I have two daughters too, and
Mhm.
my one is 25, and the other one is, oh my god, I have a 25-year-old freaking kid. Shoot me now. And the other one is 13. I am just like, it's devastating to me right now.
Yeah.
Saying it out loud is devastating.
I
It
believe
is.
me, I know. I just had to tell my son, "Oh, it's time to register you to vote." And I was like, "Oh my god, I have to register
Oh,
you have to register to vote?"
you just kicked me in the oh, you just kicked me in the
It's
gut.
so weird.
You just kicked me in the gut.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You tell them Uncle Brim feels for them. Oh my lord. What do you call it? It's just nuts. And time goes by so quickly. But the back to this story and so forth. I hope she found a better place. I hope that she is happier now, and I hope that it didn't, pardon my French, fuck her up,
Yeah.
for the rest of the next people, and hopefully she found a nice guy that takes care of her and, wants to show her, the love and appreciation that she deserves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's very important. I think it's very important. You know,
Well, the good news is whenever you're in your early 20s, you do dumb shit, you make mistakes, and then you grow and you learn from those mistakes. And as you get older, you do get wiser. You collect
mm,
those life experiences.
Yep.
You make better decisions for yourself. You say, "That's not the kind of life that I wanna live." Hopefully, sometimes people stay stuck because it's easier, but hopefully you're a person that has learned, grown, and, created a much better reality for yourself through those life experiences.
I agree. And that was very well thought out and spoken. I
Oh,
appreciate that, Dana. And here you get that gold star back. I
yay!
give you the gold star back, and I'm gonna here's an extra point. So you get 2 points, one gold star for this episode, and hopefully everybody else will give
Yay!
us 5 stars,
That's right.
and that would be greatly appreciated. And that being said, that's about all the time we have this week for the Dirty Little Secrets Club. We appreciate you, we love you, we thank you so much
Hmm.
for tuning in, and please let all your friends know because, of course, as Dana always says.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Remember, folks, rate, review, subscribe. We'll see you again, God willing, next week.
Follow me. Promised land. You think we want something from you? You got another thing coming.